biggest bro, ENT. This is actually the first interview ever. We got the biggest bro possible. The biggest bro, Dave Blunts in the building.
How's it going, guys? How
Bro, I'm honestly in disbelief that you are here, bro. You don't know how much this office bumps your music, bro.
That's crazy,
I'm super
man.
happy that you're here, and we have a lot of questions. And honestly, I had no care to interview anybody, bro, but you. Pause.
Hell yeah.
And on top of that, hold on, before I want to say one thing too. I got invited to a loose leaf party about 2-3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah.
It was filled with fucking A through Z.
Yeah, I was there. Yeah.
I was hot that I didn't go because I heard you were there.
Yeah, I was there. That shit was crazy.
Future cool. V's, I'm a fan, but Dave Blunts, I would have fucking walked up on you and dapped the shit out of you, bro. I'd be like, what the hell, my boy?
Well, look, you know what? You know what's so funny about this is because I was talking to your manager and like, you know, I've been tapped into just everything you got going on for
you was tapped in real early,
for a long time. Yeah. You feel me? And to be honest, I think I just saw you on Instagram, just on Reels, like from your page, just like not even nobody reposting you. Just I saw you on Reels first. And I didn't even know that some of my homies like this was slapping your shit too. Because when I first heard of you immediately, I'm sending it to everybody I know. I know girls named Abigail. I'm like sending it to her like, yo, Abby, this song is about you. I know you be selling pussy. Yeah. You feel me? So just the lore that's built up in such a like, I won't say a short amount of time, because you've been releasing music for like what, since 2023?
2018.
2018?
Yeah.
When I went back on your Apple Music.
It's only from 2023 because I had given up on music at a certain point. Last year around November, I had given up. I deleted all my shit. Wow. Like I was just depressed because I kept getting like fucking 60 views and shit, and I'm like, I'm gonna quit.
So from 2018 to 2019 or 2020, excuse me, or till November of last year, what was the most views you had gotten?
I think the most views that I got maybe like 10,000, but that was from like when I first started type shit.
First round, yeah.
Yeah, so it was like for years it was consistently like 60 views. So I was gonna give up, but then when I deleted all my music, that's when people was like, "Yo, I had this on my playlist. Like, what the fuck? Like, where?" I'm like, "Damn, where the fuck?"
You started to see like.
I was like, "Damn, where the fuck were you niggas at when I was like, you know, like, damn, you should appreciate this shit." God. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, all right, well, it was in November, and so I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna focus on music for the whole 2024, and if it doesn't work out, then I'm just gonna quit. So I guess it kind of worked out.
It fucking panned out, my boy. Well, look. Before we even get to the music part, let's go all the way back to just the essence of Dave Blunts.
Okay, hell yeah.
Where are you from?
Yeah, I was born in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Really?
Yeah, I was born there, and I moved to Davenport, Iowa, when I was around the age of 3, and I lived there ever since until about June. So I moved out here to Los Angeles, California.
Okay. Wait, so, all right, my like map skills are terrible, so I'm trying to picture Iowa. I'm trying to picture what's the you know the capital of Iowa? What's the capital? I don't know.
It's Des Moines.
Des Moines?
Got you. Okay. How far is Davenport from Des Moines?
It's like 3 hours away. It's a pretty decent distance.
But where you were staying at, was it like a small town vibe?
Yeah, it was a small town. There's like 100,000 people there.
What they be doing for work out there? It's just like regular shit?
Motherfuckers be working at like John Deere and shit like that.
Oh, shit, what the fuck?
So, yeah, they be doing that shit, working at fucking the Crafts Food Factory.
So during high school, were you doing music at all? Were you interested at all? Or were you just a fan?
No, I was just a fan. During high school, I was fucking selling Xans, smoking weed, shit like that.
How'd you get into like weed or like Xans in general?
Well, I mean, shit, bro. It was like 2016. That was the Xan act.
Yeah.
So it's like motherfuckers was doing them.
So how old are you? Just
I'm 24. I'm 24.
Okay, I got like 100 questions that I want to know.
Go ahead, I'm ready to answer all.
You good, but I'm trying
to paint the picture. So like 2016, you were probably.
I'm trying to take them through the whole life. Like I want to know how he was.
We got into Xans and shit.
We went right to high school. I'm trying to see like what kind of kid were you, bro? Like what were you doing as a kid?
As a kid, really, I was just like, I mean, I was broke as shit. So really, when you're a broke ass kid, you got to like make your own fun. So that's so like, really, I was like a class clown. I was cracking jokes in class, all that shit.
Child?
No, I was not only child.
Okay.
I have 3 other siblings, but I have 2 older siblings. They were like older, so I didn't really grow up with them too much. Like they was in the house, but only for a short amount of time.
Gotcha.
And then they, got older and moved out, so it was just me and my little sister.
Gotcha. So then you're in the big brother role at that point.
Hell yeah.
No. Okay, so then, all right, so you said you had to make a lot of your own fun. Like, did you find yourself like with hella friends? Like, when you were like younger, or like how was your school situation like before high school?
Before high school, I mean, I was the class clown, so I had like a lot of people who was like my friend. Like I was friends with everybody, but at the same time, before really like high school, I was getting bullied a lot. Yeah. Like I was getting bullied and fucking picked on because I was broke as shit. Coming to school with fucking AN1s, goddamn fucking Shacks on and shit. Wearing fucking FUBU. Like when that shit was out of style. Thinking this wasn't 2003 when that shit was popping, bro. When I had that shit on, niggas was roasting you for having FUBU.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Like all that shit is what I had to deal with. But when I got to high school, is really when I started like getting on niggas' asses, like for real. Like,
it kind of builds like a thick skin.
Yeah.
And you learn how to roast people back almost. Do you almost feel like it's like I don't know. I feel like low key people have to go through that to build character.
Yeah, it's true. It's because like, bro, like, man, bro, I used to get it the worst, man. Niggas would chase me home from school.
It was like that? What the fuck did you do to them?
Bro, nothing, bro. Like, niggas were just like, bro, it's because, like, I'm the class clown, right? So if you say something to me, I'm going to say something back. Yeah. So I'm going to say something funnier. It's going to get everybody laughing. It's better than your joke, and now I'm your enemy. You know what I'm saying? So that's really what it was. So, like, it would be like kids would chase me home from school and shit. And
that's when niggas want to fight you. That's when they want to throw low blows and start saying like crazy shit. Like,
hell yeah. Yeah, saying wild shit. So
that kind of got you to sell Xans eventually?
No, man, it was the Xan epidemic. I started taking them. Yeah. And
like
shit.
On some depressed shit, on some like what
was the thing to do?
On some I see the shadows in my room.
Yeah, I was pretty like sad and depressed, but yeah, I have like really bad anxiety, so I was taking them and selling them.
Were you crashing into shit?
Like,
or were you just going home and like going to sleep? Because like Xans, especially during that era, like they would smack you, bro. It's like a light switch.
But I was never taking like the fake
like
ones
a boom gang amount.
Nah, bro. Like I was taking prescription Xanax. Like I wasn't taking the shit that people be making and shit. So
facts.
It was
a lot more real ones back then though.
Yeah, hell yeah. And like it was from a trusted source. I'm not gonna say who I got it from, but it was from somebody I knew wasn't gonna fucking give me some bullshit. So I would just take that shit to go to sleep, or really just to feel normal, to be honest. Yeah. And then eventually, like, I started, like, I had an abundance amount of them to where I could get however many I wanted. Yeah. So I was just selling them shits at school.
But like, what was like the ratio of like the amount you were selling versus the amount you
were
taking?
selling more than taking. Yeah. I was selling more than taking.
That's good.
I'm not gonna lie, I was at like a 50-50. I was at a split down the middle, which is when I realized I was
off your addiction.
Yeah, that was not good.
Yeah, because I realized like there was like the small blue ones, so I'm like,
the footballs.
Yeah, I was trying to see like, I can only ever take one of those.
Oh, God.
If I took like 3 or 4, I was like fucked up, waking up with sleep paralysis and shit. Like, I'm like, okay, no, I can only ever take one of these hoes.
And so you're popping Xans, you're flipping them and shit like that.
Yeah, and sipping lean, all that shit.
So you just pick up the cup like in high school as well?
Yeah, that's the first time I started. I was like 16. Yeah.
Bro, that's insane because I didn't find drink almost till 29. So I didn't find like drink around, like it wasn't like popular till like at least like out in like in the LA level, like okay, like now there's plugs around that guy. At least I didn't have a plug till like 2018. And in high school we would dunk like a blunt. We would dunk a blunt in it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we ruin
the blunt and the lean, to be honest.
Wait, I'm not gonna lie, I gotta call out Juicy J real quick because Juicy J, I love you and I respect you, bro, but you are the reason why I did what he just said. He said, take the blunt, dip it in the lean, then light it. And that's exactly what I did. Yeah, and my fucking blunt never fucking sparked again, bro.
Yeah, bro. And if it did spark, you just smoking opium and shit.
Smoking, and now you got weed crumbs and tobacco on your lean. This is all bad.
You got lean on your tobacco?
Yeah, bro. It's all bad now. Okay, so
honestly, okay.
Oh, my bad. What was your first experience with sipping lean? How did it lead up to it? Like somebody just passed you a cup?
No, I always was hanging out with older people. Even when I was younger, like the first time I tried weed was when I was 9. Like I was hanging out with the older kids. It was like 14, 15. And I was always, the little nigga around. So first time I tried lean, I was hanging out with like adults. Like I was 16. Yeah. People I was hanging out with was like in their early 20s and shit. Yeah. And, that's when like, Future was like going crazy and shit. So everybody really wants you to try lean because of that shit. And obviously, Lil Wayne and shit like that. Yeah. So I was looking for that shit for a minute. Really just off some hype shit. Like being a teenager, like, bro, I'm listening to fucking Future. Like, that was one of my favorite rappers back then. So I'm like, damn, bro, like fucking Dirty Sprite too, man. I'm trying to drink some Dirty Sprite too.
I'm always been ripping them all day, bro.
Oh my god, bro. That shit inspired me so much that the day before DS2 came out, I got a fucking Xanax tattoo on my knee the day before it came out, bro.
Oh shit, that's crazy.
Like the fact that so many people share the same sentiment is a little scary, bro. Like Juice WRLD said the same thing. Yeah. We could probably think of millions.
Yeah,
of people.
But at the same time, we can't blame these people for like,
No one told you where to get it from.
Exactly.
At the very least, so that's good. You know, because especially with the drink, like I questioned. I was wondering when I was hearing all these songs for the first time, like, did my boy really be sipping like that?
I mean, you can answer if you want.
I mean, shit, bro.
I mean, music. How have you been able to deal with like the shifts and the transgressions of the lean game? Because it went from I wasn't around that era. That's like when Migos was like really popping and shit. Facts. Like I'm more like Walk Hard, Red. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like those was like the 2014 ass sippers.
27,
like
I was really 2017, 2018. With quality and shit. Like, how do you feel about all this drink changing?
I mean, shit, bro. Everything changes with time. You really just gotta adapt to what goes on.
It's hard to.
It's like there's some certain drinks that niggas sip now that niggas used to roast you for sipping. You know what I'm saying?
Everything that's out, like Triz Quagan, even like Pie, bro. Pie would you would have someone upset if they told you they had Pie 3 years ago.
Shit changes, now.
It changes. Because I used to sip up like at least once or twice a week. For about 5 years, and I had recently gave up in May, like officially quit, just for the simple fact that, it got to the point where I was sipping 3s and I was barely feeling anything, and it kind of freaked me out.
Shit.
I was like, okay, this isn't a
off
good.
Off the 3?
Yeah, I sipped the 3 when we came back from Texas, and
I'm getting nauseous off the deuce, bro.
Well, here's the thing about drink too. Like I was going on my way to like sip in the morning. That way I feel the high.
Coffee is crazy.
Because if you try starting to sip at midnight, I'm not sure you could relate to it. You start I was already gonna get sleepy at 3 a.m. regardless. Yeah, you know what I mean. So
you're just paying to go to sleep at that point.
Yeah, so you might as well just like.
Oh, you're okay. So you're also I'm gonna sip in the morning to get the.
I'm an economical sipper. At least I was.
So all right, growing up, you back at home growing up.
Yeah.
Where did Jesse Jones come into play, man? How did you guys make that link up?
So I have a friend named Matthew. I reference him in a lot of my songs. He's just somebody who like hung out with everybody. So you'd meet a cast of characters through hanging with Matthew. Okay. And so I met Jesse through Matthew. Like he was just every time I'd hang out with Matthew, he'd be over there. Like my friend Matthew was just synonymously known for like leaving niggas stranded at his house.
Is this who wouldn't take you across the bridge?
Yeah. Okay. So Moline, I told you I stay on the border of Iowa and Illinois.
Gotcha.
So I stay in a town called Davenport, and then Moline, Illinois is across the bridge.
Okay.
So yeah, my mom would be like, "Don't go to Moline. That's a whole different state," and shit like that. And I would go over there and hang out with Matthew and be stuck at his house for days. And Jesse would be another motherfucker who was stuck with me.
Damn.
So we was.
And that's how y'all linked up?
Yeah. Just through mutual friends and shit.
There was no other way to get back across the bridge?
Bro, I mean, he wouldn't take me. I'd call my mom, and keep in mind, we're like teenagers. So, like, I'd call my mom, and she would be like, I told you not to go over there. You found your way over there, find your way back. I'm like, well, shit, it's going to take me a couple of days.
There wasn't no bus, train?
I mean, shit, maybe there was a bus, but I didn't have any money to take the bus. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like, I don't think there's a bus that goes over. No train.
You gotta fuck around and take a fucking Greyhound or something because it's in a whole nother state, bro.
Yeah, like, but it's like, it's not that far. It's like literally like 10, 20 minutes. Because I stay right on the border. So, yeah.
You know, my boy's probably like 16, 17. You know what I'm saying?
We were broke as shit.
And he's essentially your producer and your engineer. What do y'all do?
He's just my homie. Like, he's just my friend. Like, me and him have written a couple songs together, but as far as music wise, no, he's not really involved too much in like the creation of the music. But sometimes I'll be in the crib fucking around and I'll be like, hey, what's the name of that one bitch that we fucking ran a train on a couple years ago? He'll be like, oh, her name is fucking so-and-so. I'm like, all right, hell yeah.
So let me ask you about that. So do these hoes get like pissed off? They like how's Madison, how's their mental state right now? Like Abigail?
Well, I don't really talk to them anymore, so good, I don't know, but they were pretty pissed.
They don't sound like good women.
They were pretty pissed in the beginning. But we came to some mutual agreement as long as I don't fucking,
slander.
Like put
Mention
their face.
One story.
As long as I don't like put their face or last name out there, they're chilling.
Okay. But still, it's like everyone in Moline probably like could pick up what you're putting down. At least a couple.
Yeah, everybody people. in my hometown, they know these people.
Oh
these people are real and shit.
So look, like that's the whole lore is that like when you cut like you're like a rare Pokemon or something where like when you come across you and like when you cut like for the casual listener that comes across you, they might not understand it at first.
Yeah.
Or just be like, who are these people that you referencing? And you keep listening over and over and over, and it's like, wait, this is actual theme. And you start to paint the picture of like, damn, this is really a story of this man's
love
life.
Triangles and shit.
Yeah, this is a story of this man's life. But like speaking of love, so like, what was your love life growing up like? Like, were these girls that you dated like in school? Were these girls that like?
So Madison, I've known her since we were like 14, 15. Okay. And we never like officially dated, but that was your piece though. Yeah, that was the one that I thought was the one, Pretty much it was just a bitch who was leading me on all throughout high school and then after.
Some high school vibes. You gotta go through that moment for sure.
Yeah. And then like after, we got like really close after high school. We were like fucking mortal enemies, like throughout high school. Like sometimes we fuck with each other. Sometimes when we pass each other in the hallway, talk shit. Sometimes we'd be cool, but yeah, then we got close after high school, and she just started doing weird shit. So yeah.
Is it the one that was selling pussy?
No, that's Abigail.
That's Abigail. Okay, but when you say you said towards the end of high school, she started doing weird shit.
Yeah, like we wasn't talking at all, and then towards the end of high school, like maybe like a year after like high school is when like we got close. And like she was going to the studio with me when I started making music and shit, but she just started doing weird shit after that, like doing weird shit.
But elaborate on weird shit though.
As far as weird shit, she would try to like, bro, she was just doing weird shit, bro. She tried to talk to my friends. I found out she had like a fucking secret Tinder account and shit.
Why y'all were involved?
That's why my boy's relatable, man. His music's like Mad Libs. Like these Abigails and Madisons mean something to a lot of people. We found ourselves in these positions before,
I mean, I genuinely think that that's like one of the biggest lures, but I mean, like that's one of the biggest like things that makes your music so attractive, is because we've all been in these scenarios. We can all relate. And like I said, when I first heard your one of your songs, well, I listened to like 2 or 3 in a row, and once I heard Abigail's name the third time, I have my own Abigail, whose her name is Abigail.
Oh my God!
I sent her this song. She's not. I mean, I guess I would need to know. I guess I would need to know what the Abigail lore is to see if it's comparable.
Okay, so the Abigail lore. Abigail, I've always been like lit in my hometown area. Like everybody's always known me on a local level.
But like when you were on your Zan selling shit or like
I used to just make crazy ass posts on Facebook and shit. So they would like
I could see you being like a local legend.
They would like the posts I would make would be like fucking insane. Like I would just my mom used to fucking like people will call my mom and say
like,
did you see what your son posted? And my mom will take my phone. Like I remember one post. This is crazy. This is insane.
I need to hear this.
So one post I made, and I'm just fucking around. I said, and in the post I said, damn, I thought bro was joking when he said if you're not sucking dick, you can get kicked out of the whip. But he really just kicked this girl out the whip. He didn't have to do my mom like that though.
And your mom saw this?
Yeah. Bro, I'm fucking 16, bro. I'm taking Xans. I'm like smoking weed. Like I'm just posting dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So I would post shit. That shit's funny as fuck.
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious. Like that's like really. I pride myself for that joke.
You posted this on Facebook?
Yeah. And
were you on Twitter back then?
No, I fucking hate Twitter, bro.
Really?
Oh my god, I fucking
Me
hate
too.
They love you.
God
on there,
damn it, I hate Twitter.
They
bro.
love you on there though.
Bro, they talk so much shit about me on Twitter, bro.
They do
like
about all of us though. This nigga don't even got Twitter.
I don't want to look at that shit.
But okay. So you were known already.
Yeah, I was known for that shit, like in my hometown and shit. So Abigail really wanted to like meet me. Like she wanted to like just meet me and take a picture. I was texting her, but she was like weird, so I stopped texting her. Like she would just like send me weird shit. Like I don't know, she was just a fucking weirdo. So like I stopped texting her.
What were the things she was sending you though? Like were you trying to keep professional or she was trying to keep professional?
No, she would send me weird shit as far as like, bro, she'd send me fucking videos of her picking her nose and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Like this is like genuine, like actual like weird behavior.
Here you go. I know it's
weird. Hell yeah, thanks man, appreciate that shit.
I'll be doing
this. Is a ShamWow?
Yeah, I like those towels. I like the blue towels here at the office. I really enjoy them. Yeah. I'm not even kidding.
But no, man. So, yeah, like I said, she would just send me weird shit, videos of her picking her nose. I'm like, the fuck on somewhere.
Did it kind of turn you on?
No, man. Picking that's just weird. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a fucking a mucus kink or some shit.
Mucus fetish is crazy,
yeah, bro. So I stopped texting her, but then she, my friends hit me. She was like texting all my friends and shit. So they hit me up. They're like, yo, bro. She's down to like let us all fuck. All she wants to do is take a picture with you. I'm like, I really don't want to do this, man. It was like midnight on a school night and shit, bro. I'm like,
hell no.
Come on, man. I don't want to do this. Like,
the bros got you on Diddy timing, man.
I just rolled my good night blunt. Like, man, I'm ready to go to fucking sleep.
Facts.
And I got school tomorrow and shit. Yeah. And they're like, come on, man, come on, bro. I'm like, all right, fuck it. So they come to get me. We go get that bitch. We pull up to some random park. I take the picture with the bitch. And
always happens at the park.
Yeah.
You can't just say and yeah, like you just started like.
I mean, yeah, bro. Like shit. What do you think happened?
Shit.
Wait, so you know what's crazy is that like you were experiencing this level of fandom, fucking early on before you even.
Yeah, and it's really weird to me because like I wasn't doing this trying to build like a universe or anything like that. It really like music was my way of fucking like. Way of therapy, and nobody was really listening to my shit, so I'm like, doesn't matter, I'm just gonna say people's names, like it doesn't really give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? So I did it, and then my shit, you know, caught on, and
it makes it hit way harder hearing these names though, for sure.
No, that's a fact. So this is how you actually started making music, was because you were just like going through shit and you wanted to just get your emotions out on the track?
Yeah, I started making music by accident. You know, I was just hanging out with Matthew, and then, like I said, he'd hang out with anybody. So we're at some random dude's house.
What was, real quick, what was like Matthew's, like, what was his role in everybody's life? Like, why was he so connected to so many different random characters?
He's just somebody who, like, was friends with everybody. He hung out with any and everybody.
Got you.
Which sometimes that can not be
leads you
into situations with people you shouldn't be around. But
for sure,
for the most part, we had a good time. So yeah, he was kind of like just almost like a connector of sorts. So yeah, we were just
good middleman.
Yeah, good middleman for sure.
Hell yeah. Okay, so y'all went to the guys. You went to the studio, or you went to?
It's some random nigga's house. His name is like Andrew. And so
you got a good memory with names.
Yeah. He's a cool dude. He's a fucking weirdo though, but he's a cool dude.
Fucking Andrew.
Yeah, so we went over to his house and he had like a mic in his basement and shit. He's like, "Y'all want to make a song?" And I'm like, "Shit, hell yeah!" So I make a song, and I was drunk as fuck and it sounded good. I'm like, "Hell yeah!" Listen to it the next day. That shit was ass. But
you were
like,
singing, rapping. What were you doing?
I was like singing, like I was on the hook. My other friend Tay was rapping.
But you never did music before this, or you never?
I've always been like singing. Like I've always been singing. Like when I was in 5th grade, me and my friend fucking sung Bruno Mars at the talent show and shit.
Oh,
you knew you had a good voice then.
Yeah. I've always been singing, but I never like made music or like didn't really like all the studio shit. Like I thought that was like some $1 million fucking you had to go to place to do that shit. So I didn't know. You can do that shit in your bedroom. So
facts.
Damn. Yeah. So when you start making music, like 2018, you get like your first round of like a lot of plays. Like what happened like the next 3 years? Were you just telling yourself like this is gonna hit? I just need to be.
Well,
patient?
I started getting like I've been going viral since I was like 15.
Yeah.
So like there's been like just random pictures of me that
I've seen hella random old old memes of you randomly.
Hell yeah. So yeah. So like I gained like a fan base in like Mexico. Like it was like bro, it was like Mexicans
that's hard.
That was like listening to my shit. So whenever I like wanted to like give up or some shit, it would be like they used to fucking like just message me and be like, "Bro, you haven't dropped in a couple months. What's going on?"
That's fire, bro.
And it'd be like abundant, like my messages be flooded. So I'm like, all right, well I guess I gotta keep fucking going. So like that's really all that kept me going.
What was your like first so that the song that you got on where your homie was rapping and you was on the hook? Mm-hmm. Did y'all put that song out?
No.
What was the first song that you like actually released?
First song that I actually released was, I don't even have a copy of it, and I made it on my phone. But first song I actually released is called Shooting Star, and like I don't even have a copy of it. I wish I did. Damn. But that shit was hard. Like I made it on my phone, but that shit was hard.
You made it like with the iPhone, like
yeah. This is before like BandLab, so.
And the tricky part of like the music that, because I've seen, like I told you earlier, like I've seen a couple music videos of like you prior to like last year. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I saw a couple pop up on TikTok and the sound is still there. You know what I'm saying? Like it kind of still got like that same vibe for the most part. Like, what do you think separated this round of like effort prior than like in comparison to the ones before?
Well, before I went to my friend's house and he was recording me, but then I like started recording myself. Like I bought my own equipment and I started recording myself, and I was able to really like just like lock in, try different flows, say
felt more comfortable.
Yeah, felt more comfortable, and really just like made my life music. Like nothing but that. Like I quit my job when I was 18 and I hadn't worked since then.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
But like you didn't even have like a clear plan with it yet, but you just believed in yourself and believed in it?
Yeah, like I knew that everything that's happening now was gonna happen. I just didn't know when. You know, I have a really good relationship with God. I pray. I have like a Bible study group, so
that's fire, bro.
You know, I knew all this shit was gonna happen. I just didn't know exactly when. And just really just a lot of just,
Did it instantly go up from like November like up?
Fuck no. It was like my shit really started to go up in like March, the end of March, when I dropped this album called I Would Like to See You Try.
Yeah.
When you eating with the broccoli.
Yeah. My mom was mad as fuck about that.
You said, well, your mom?
Yeah, my mom was mad about that. She's like, why the fuck are you eating broccoli? I'm like, bro, trust the vision. Like, I know what I'm doing. Like, I know what the fuck I'm doing.
Well, I mean, that's dope that your mom's like that tapped into like how does she feel about your career now? Like, she's excited about it?
Yeah, no, she's always been my number one supporter, my mom.
Yeah, that's real.
Like, I've told this story multiple times of me throwing away my equipment and my mom pulling that shit out of the garbage. You know what I'm saying? And telling me not to give up on my dreams. So,
listen, that's an underrated thing to have in your corner, for real, bro.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know, my mom is my biggest supporter, but also my biggest hater. At the same time, she's fucking old, so she doesn't get a lot of the things that I be trying to do. And then like I'm just like, just wait. I promise you it'll pay off. And then she's like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing now. Yeah. I'm like, exactly.
That's one of the, I think one of the biggest factors that plays into your success too is that you are just naturally internet savvy, bro. Even when I seen those like older memes of you and shit, like it's like, bro, and like you said, you've been going viral and doing this on your own from like young. So it's like your knowledge of just social media and how to navigate it, even like the way you like caption your stuff, the way you promote yourself is very engaging with your audience.
Yeah, it would take people years of like marketing classes to like even wrap their head around how to approach a post.
The thing is, like, it's, I guess you can say it's marketing, but it's really me being 100% authentic. Facts. And I really want to give my fans or whoever listens to my music and supports it and likes it, I want them to know exactly what's going on in my life at the time. I'm putting 100% of my life on display.
You are.
Yeah.
So, because I want people to see the journey from the beginning. Like, if you go to my Instagram, like, you can literally see the blow up. You know what I'm saying? You can literally see all of it.
Yeah.
And I'm going to keep it that way. You know, I don't plan on deleting posts or any of that shit.
Yeah.
Because I want people to be on this journey with me.
Yeah.
Because the fans are the ones who, like, blew me up. You know what I'm saying? So, they're going on this journey with me. You know
You're helping them paint the picture of like the last, you know, handful of years and say, hey, check it out. It's all right.
Exactly. And my albums, they're really like a diary entry.
No, 1,000%.
Of what's going on in my life at this time. And this new one that I'm about to drop, it's like the hardest I've ever worked on any music. Damn. And bro, the story of this album is fucking insane.
What's gonna separate this one from like the other ones?
The last one, well, this one I'm not mentioning, you know, Madison, Abigail, or Julian, and I'm not doing that because they're not a part of my life anymore. You know, they're back in fucking Iowa. Yeah. I'm here. I don't speak to them anymore, so I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, you can't speak on their behalf no more.
Real quick, before we move on, we never really completed the trifecta of the story. You gave us the Madison intro, you gave us the Abigail intro, but then where does Julian come into play?
So Julian, I'm gonna tell you. So Madison, she at this point, you know, we don't really speak anymore at this point. We don't really speak, and we don't speak at all. And she calls me one day and she's like, yo, she's asking about one of the songs that I deleted. She's like, can you please put it back up? There's this sick boy who's dying that wants to hear it. And she sends me a picture of some nigga in a fucking parka in a hospital. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that she does weird shit like that, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, that nigga doesn't know me. Stop texting me, you know, on that weird shit. And she's like, upload it again. I'm like, bro, get the fuck on. And then she sends me a picture of her with that same nigga with like her leg on top of him and shit.
Oh, she's on.
And I'm like,
weird shit.
I'm like, get your leg off that boy. And then she's like, you wish this was you, huh? And I'm like, all right, whatever. She's on some weird bitch shit that she's always on, whatever. And then I'm scrolling on Facebook, and then I see the same nigga who she sent me a picture of, right? And I see them cuddled up, kissing and shit. I'm like, wait, who the fuck is this nigga with my bitch? You know, it's not my bitch, but it's my bitch. You know what I'm saying? So then I click. I didn't know I was friends with the dude on Facebook, so I click on his name, and I see that they're engaged, and I'm like,
what the fuck?
Like, they're engaged, like they're getting married. I'm like, the fuck, bro? Like,
what the fuck going on?
Weird. So yeah, I was like depressed about that shit for a few days, and then like I just decided, I'm like, bro, I can't keep on. Like, I gotta get out of this depression, bro. Like, I can't keep on talking shit to fucking kids on Fortnite. Like, that's what I was doing.
Damn, bro. So I mean, cause me personally, those songs alone, you know, I want to call one out in particular before we talk about the new album. Family Matters, like that outro that you kind of have where you just like speaking.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you kind of convinced me not to smash on this single mother.
What?
Yeah, you can't be doing that, man. You know, you cannot be doing that.
You?
Well, cause he said like, you know, why are you gonna fuck with somebody else's baby mama? Like, we all want to fuck somebody's baby mama. We don't want nobody to fuck our baby mama. That's the duality of man.
Yeah.
And I heard that. And I'm like, you know what? I don't need to talk to this bitch. Like, I'm tripping.
Yeah.
Bro, honestly,
that
shit ain't
was
right,
about
you know?
a real situation. This girl who I know that's a single mom. Like, she wanted me. She wanted me to fuck with her, but I knew that I didn't want to take care of the kids.
Can I say some real shit? Because
Yeah.
you know what you become? You become literally an example and a reference point for this woman to kind of feed, to like play her baby daddy. Like, oh, well, shit, I'm with Dave Blunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then you start realizing, like, what are we like artificially creating right
And
here?
also,
you know? That's how I was with this single mom. I went out with a couple of days. Talking about her kid too much. One, but like two, it's like,
what do you want her to talk about, man?
her day.
Yeah, bro, you can't keep on talking about the kids, bro. Like,
Yeah,
immediately.
we get it.
But look. Also, even on some deeper level shit, like you even though it's not your kid, you gotta kind of think about, like, do you want to be that nigga that's like out, like in the kid's life, but not really in the kid's life.
That's what I'm saying.
Too?
That's why I couldn't. That's why I decided not to be with that girl,
Family
because I'm
matters.
like, at the time, I'm like, damn, bro, I'm 23. Like,
Hell no.
I don't want to be a stepdad, and I would feel like a bitch ass nigga if I'm just fucking their mom and like not helping them out.
And not,
so it's like,
yeah.
you know what? I'm gonna do what most niggas won't do, and I'm just not gonna fuck with.
There
the
we
bitch.
go. I
Yeah.
love
You know
that,
what I'm
bro.
saying? Hell yeah.
That's some real shit.
Hell yeah.
Cause that's what, you know. It took that song for me to be a man and realize, like, this is not like the way you should live life.
Hell yeah.
I need to drop this hoe and move forward. No single moms. And how old was this kid? Was it like a conscious age or was it a baby?
They're toddlers.
Oh, okay,
They're
so
conscious,
they're
yeah.
kind of saying hi, or they're at least acknowledging that you're pulling up.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, yeah.
And it, bro, I'm telling you, it was really hard. Like, she would do things to like try to get me to come over, and I just had to keep on like, nah, let's just be friends. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be friends, because this is somebody who I knew for a minute, but like, and she would do things to try to get me. Like, she would send me like pictures of full like cooked plates and shit.
Oh my
Like, she
God,
knew how to
these
get me,
women.
bro.
Now she's trying to lure you in with
She
the
knew how to
fucking-
get me, but she's a really nice person. I'm not
She
slandering
means well.
her. I'm not talking shit about her. You know, nothing like that.
You never
I
dropped
just
her
was-
name? Never dropped
Never
her name?
dropped. I never would.
You got too much
I
respect
respect
for
her.
her, yeah.
I respect her. Fuck
Yeah.
Madison Abigail, but yeah, I respect her.
Fuck Julian too.
Yeah, hell yeah. But no, she's a really good person.
I think though, like, that's some real shit. Like, if I was like in 4th, 5th grade, like, because back in 4th, 5th grade, they were showing us like these poetry books and shit like that. You know, Mark Twain and shit. And I'm already reading this stuff, and I'm like, you know what? They gotta have your shit in there in the mix. And you can learn a lot at a young age that might like get you on the right path.
Nah, that's a fact.
Because I haven't heard like music like that in at least a handful of years that like really affected me and made me realize that, okay, I need to change a little bit of my lifestyle.
I love
Yeah,
music
bro.
that makes me think like that.
You know, that's what I'm saying is like, bro, like, I really be saying like real shit that's going on in my life, and I know that other people are going through it, or you know, maybe if they're not, who gives a fuck? This is my story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
You're literally
Yeah.
becoming a director. You're sitting in the director's chair, like putting this film together where it's like,
Yeah.
cool, these are the characters. This is what happened to me. Whether you can relate to Batman or not, you finna watch it and enjoy it. You know
Hell
what I'm
yeah,
saying? I'm gonna
hell
listen
yeah.
to your music like, damn, that's some
Well,
real
look,
shit.
that's a perfect transition, because that's how I felt when I think the first reel I seen of you was you fucking rapping, crying in the kitchen.
Yeah, that song, that's the one I told you I was like depressed about the Madison shit.
Yeah.
And like I was making an album at the time, but I was like, I had like writer's block. I was stuck. I was like really depressed because like that Madison shit, and like I was just fucking in my room. I'd go days without showering. I'd fucking play Fortnite all day, talk shit to little kids and shit. Say fuck you, yo, your mom's a bitch, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, one day I just kept going to the page and looking at that shit, engaged. I'm like, damn, bro, like, when did she meet this nigga? She don't even know that. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
but then I'm
engaged
just
is
like,
crazy.
I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm just gonna put all this shit in a song. And like, my writer's block was just, when I heard the beat to that shit, my writer's block was just gone. I just kept going.
Do you think that like she did that like out of spite, like to
she
to
didn't
fuck
have to
your head up?
fucking, yeah, she didn't have to fucking message me after us not talking for months.
She wanted
She-
you
you
to
know
see
what I'm
that.
saying?
She was
She
almost
wanted me
wanting
to
to
see
flex
that
it.
Yeah, she does that shit. Like, she'll get into a relationship and then she won't be happy with the nigga. She'll constantly try to show me that she's with the nigga.
Yeah.
And then the nigga will like leave her because like she keeps on talking about me.
Yeah, I think she. Yeah. No,
so it's like
I've been there. I mean,
and then she'll blame me. She's like, "You're the reason why I can't find like happiness." I'm like, all you gotta do is just leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah,
I think she's... don't mention me to another nigga. It's like I'm getting pillow talked on by a bitch.
Yeah.
Usually it's the other way around.
Oh no, bitches be pillow talking out
That's
here.
That's insane.
I think that she sounds like a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like she probably still bumps these Madison titles.
Oh, she's probably
storied up.
You probably fueled her ego more than you even know, bro.
She's
like,
screaming that in the shower.
Okay. Question: has anybody ever like went on your fucking Facebook and like messaged all the Madisons that you follow and like?
Well, when it started blowing up, I unfollowed all of them. So it's like
none of the fans have ever like located them down or anything like that. We won't speak on it.
No, I don't think they have.
All right. Shout out to them, man. Shout out to them. But yeah. All right. So boom. So I'm trying to remember the exact reel, but I know it was crying in the kitchen. That was the first thing that I saw.
That was the first thing, and the second thing was the Yachty cosign. You know, me personally, that's on my timeline. Like, what I ran into.
I'm pretty sure you had already dropped.
Yeah, he already been going crazy. No,
but I'm saying like you had already dropped the album, and then you were like promoting it by like pushing Crying in the Kitchen.
Hell yeah.
So, because I remember when I heard Crying in the Kitchen, and I went to your Apple Music, the whole album was there, and I just went through it, and I was listening to every song like, oh my fucking God. So that was like the turning point for you from going from no views or like you're like kind of cult Mexican fan base.
Yeah, still no views, but yeah.
But you feel me? Like you started there, and then once Crying in the Kitchen started taking leverage, like what was the next like big step after that album for you?
Well, shit, after that album, bro, like every fucking label was calling me and trying to get me to sign and fucking all that shit.
Remember us talking about that in the DMs? Like,
yeah, I do. Yeah, I was like, nigga, what do I do? Like, this shit is insane. Like, bro, I'm from Iowa. I don't fucking know any of this shit. Bro, you know what I'm saying?
The first day that I posted Crying in the Kitchen on my story, like the homie from Apple Music hit me up. Like niggas, like as soon as you started going up, it started going up. Like motherfuckers was tapped in early.
Yeah, instantly, and it takes a lot for me to like transition from Instagram or like social media onto like streaming services. Yeah. But as soon as I heard your shit, I instantly went on Spotify, saved your album just to bookmark it and not forget.
No facts.
Because it was one of those things where it's like, this is so refreshing. It's something that like I've been trying to find these last 5 years and I can't find it.
No facts.
Because that's not even like my genre of music that I'm listening to all the time. You feel me? And I was like, damn, bro. Like,
wait, but look. So then, so all these labels start hitting you up. Like, are we talking like big player, like the biggest labels, like somewhere in between, indie labels?
Every single label, indie labels, big ones, fucking all that shit.
How was that time for you, like mentally?
I mean, cause like it was crazy, cause I was at home and I was like, I told my mom, and she, no, this is when it first started happening. So I told my mom, like, yeah, these labels, they're like calling me. She's like, okay, cool. She's not really believing me,
or she don't really understand either.
Yeah, and like she doesn't really understand it. She's like, all right, that's cool, And at the same time, it's crazy because like literally like maybe like, bro, like 2 weeks before, I'm taking the picture with the broccoli for my cover, and she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like what? Why do you have all these bags of broccoli? Like I ordered them from fucking Walmart, bro, and like they came to the house and shit. Broccoli. Yeah, she's like, why do you have all this broccoli? I'm just like, look, it's part of it's my album cover. It symbolizes, the name of the album is I Would Like to See You Try. So it symbolizes people saying, I would like to see you try to better yourself. Yeah. Which is why I'm like reluctantly looking at the broccoli and shit.
You're like, God damn it, I don't want to, but I gotta do it.
That's real, bro. That just proves that, you gotta take a closer look into like people's art, because it totally went over my head.
Yeah,
I didn't mind it, and I just kept it moving. But like to know that like it had like a deeper meaning, that's dope.
Yeah, hell yeah. So she was just tweaking on me about that, and then like finally like, literally 2 weeks later, it's all paying off, and I'm telling her, and she's just like, okay, sure, whatever. They're trying to fly you out. I don't really believe it. And then one day, one of the labels called me, and I ran downstairs. Yes, nigga, I ran downstairs, and I have them on speaker. And I'm like, so you say you want to do what? He's like, yeah, I want to fly you out here. I want to get you a hotel. We're going to get you in the studio. And yeah, we want to sign you. And I'm like, and what company are you guys? And I'm not gonna say the name of the label, but it was one of those to
where
your
mom would
my
know.
mom knew.
Yeah,
He was like, yeah. I'm like, and my mom was like, what the fuck? This is real. This is really happening. It was like the scene in fucking This Is the End where that nigga's head gets chopped off and shit. And it's like, this is real. This is really real. So
fire,
so
that must have been a great feeling.
Yeah,
hell yeah, man. I mean, shit, bro. My family made it seem like I wasn't doing shit with my life.
Your mom
They made me seem like I was the fucking, especially my grandma, bro. Fuck, man. Made it seem like I was like shit on the ground, like shit on the bottom of her shoe.
It's
fucking
hard.
Gum under this desk right here that I've been playing with the whole time. Like shit like that.
It's so hard with family, bro. And also, I'm offended that people would leave gum.
Yeah.
Below the
honestly,
shit.
that's my chair. That's my seat.
You fucking
No, there's not actually gum. I was just fucking.
No,
I was like, damn, I might have done that.
I think that parents are like the hardest. They're the last people you're able to convince, and I think that's why like 60% of people won't even make it to the first song. Just 'cause it just sounds like bullshit, you know what I mean? Like
yeah, but my mom has always supported my shit. But like I said, she always just didn't want me to do it the way that I was doing it. The way that I had.
She thought you were taking like the controversial route. Like,
no, she just didn't want me because like the way I was, my whole life was just music. Yeah. So I wasn't working. I wasn't doing nothing but making music. She's like, you got to have a plan A, B, and C.
She didn't want you to put all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, and I told her, I was like, bro, this is my plan C. I tried to go to school. I dropped out. That shit didn't work out. I tried to get my GED. That shit didn't work out. Tried to get a job. That shit didn't work out. This is my last plan. I don't know what I'm gonna do if this shit don't work.
Where did you try to work, or where did you work?
I had a couple of jobs, but the one that I was working for a minute before I quit was a call center. That shit sucked.
That shit probably sucked.
That shit was ass. Yeah.
No, that's probably one of the realest things I ever heard. I never even thought about like this, like plan B's and plan C's. Like, no, you try to go. We all try to go to college and do our shit.
Like,
like if you think about it, you have to have gone through the plan A and plan B to get to your thing that's gonna
your destination
where you were really supposed to go. You feel me? But speaking of destinations, real quick though, there's a specific destination that I hear you mention in your songs a lot, man. This place called Mary's on 2nd.
Hell yeah.
What is this place, bro? I'm gonna need you to explain. Get into the lore about Mary's on 2nd, bro. Actually, shout out to Lucha on the boards because Lucha is the one who told me to ask this question. But go ahead.
So, Mary's on 2nd is a bar in my town. It's a gay bar. And it's like a running inside joke between me and my friends. We're like, oh, you a Mary's on 2nd ass nigga. Like, they caught you last week. You was at Mary's on 2nd. You know what I'm saying?
It's like the Diddy bar.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. So So in my music, like I said, it's just about me. I was just making this shit for me and my friend group, and then everybody caught on. So that's why
You should do a pop up there or something like that.
A pop up at Mary's on 2nd.
That'd be fun.
Dude, have they ever hit you up? Like,
no, but I be seeing TikToks of people going to Mary's on 2nd.
Bro, speaking of TikTok, bro, like that shit took you from fucking zero to hero, bro. Like,
yeah.
I mean, you already the hometown hero, but that took you to like international fucking hero, bro.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's really how my shit blew up. TikTok and Twitter, and really just it blew up for me. Just sipping from the cup, singing my song, and that's what I was doing to promote my music before. I just wasn't posting it on TikTok because I thought that shit was like corny. Yeah. But when I made this album, I'm like, bro, I know this is like a beautiful body of work, and like it needs to be appreciated. So the videos that I'm just posting on Snapchat, I'm gonna post that shit on TikTok and see what it does. And like literally after just 5 days of posting my shit. By the weekend.
You were posting the whole album, or are you just only pushing Crying in the Kitchen?
You just
I posted a couple of songs. I can't remember which one. I think it was Crying in the Kitchen, Honey Buns.
It's like the studio videos?
No, just me in my room just listening to the song.
You had like a polo on the first time I seen
you. Yeah.
Like a teal polo.
Yeah.
Why do I remember that so vividly? Yeah.
Because no one's putting shit out like that. You feel me?
my nigga had a teal polo with the double cup, bro.
I don't know anybody with a teal polo.
I need a teal polo. Honestly, we were talking about this earlier. We need some fucking Dave Blunt's drip. Like we need the big boy sweatsuits for the big boys. You feel me? Like,
the track suits, they're coming, man.
Come on, man. Listen. By the time this come out, it might be online already. It might be in store. You feel me?
So with the drink though, just to kind of go back to it, I want to ask you: do you wake up like super late in the morning, or like how does it affect you like sipping all these years?
To be honest, I have a good hold on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I know that I'm a big motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like this shit could really, put me under.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But so like I go times where I don't sip, where I do sip. You know what I'm saying? Like I have a good hold on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But which is what every drug addict says. So who fucking knows if I do or not, man? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
you do got a whole song called I Can't Put Down the Cup.
I think as long as you're not under a bridge and you still remind yourself what's important and things you need to accomplish with your life, then you're good. You know,
listen.
No one just wants somebody to be like strung out in an alleyway.
But
if you're not doing that, then I think you're fine.
But look, we're all one sip, one snort, one smoke away from being under that bridge.
Yeah.
Just know that.
That's a fact. And
we all are.
Now we all NBA. Never broke again.
Hell yeah.
Listen, in theory, that sounds beautiful. But it's a lot of niggas that end up under
BA again.
Yeah, like they taking the end off, bro.
Yeah.
I've been BA.
I mean, but
I've been BOB, back on broke.
Back on broke.
I've been back on broke, gang. Shout out to Back on Fig, but I've been back on broke, bro.
No, but it's
I don't think you become a hustler until you done it twice.
Until you done it 5 times, you feel me?
Yeah.
But like I've learned since I've been out here to LA, this is the most I've ever sipped in my life. People give me free lean.
LA will do that to you, unfortunately.
Give me free pints.
Oh my God.
Give me.
Some guys like, yeah, I fuck with DC 2 Trill, bro. Take my Instagram. Here's a pint.
and that's one of those things where, like out here, the lean's one of the hardest drugs just to come across. Though, just because one, it's super gatekept, right? Like the plugs, your homies don't even tell you. You know, they don't want you to get rid of the stock.
In, though. Like I'm super tapped in, but it's like. Bruh, and then like I just learned a lot about like
you gotta smell it.
Lean from being out here, like bro, like a lot of these niggas, bro, like you may not believe me when I say this, bro, or you may do, but a lot of these niggas they don't even like to sip lean, they just do it to look cool.
Yeah,
party sippers.
Yeah.
New term.
Like I'm in the studio and I'm watching, like I'm talking to the artist, like yeah, bro, like honestly, man, this shit just make me feel cool.
That is insane. Honestly,
I was just having it makes them feel cool, not even sipping it.
Yeah, they just like sipping it. It's like, yeah, bro, like this shit really just put me to sleep.
That's horrible because me personally, I was, I was sipping for the game of it. You know what I mean? Like, I wasn't trying to throw it on my Instagram or nothing like that. I was just
Lucky, relax. All right.
I was on Lucky for sure. Like, I was on Lucky timing and like. I didn't want to post it. It's like, man, I can't be promoting this shit. But I found myself at my house constantly just sipping alone. And I think like you kind of want to be casual enough to feel comfortable be out with it because then it does put you in a dark place sometimes.
No facts. Wait,
before I kind of want to go on a monologue just because drink is one of those drugs where it's not like a blunt. I can't pass it to you, and it's not gonna get the same reaction. Like for someone to enjoy drink, it's like beer. You have to have at least like a couple of them to get. You can't just take a sip and be like,
"Oh, I'm fucked up." Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. So I'm not gonna pass it to nobody.
Wait,
is everyone gonna spend $800
no,
with you?
No, they're definitely not.
So you're by yourself, doing graphics and watching, and listening to Dave Blunts. Oh my mama, bro.
Tap in. No, wait. I wanted to circle back to about not posting it and shit. Like, Dave, have you experienced like the fans or your supporters and shit trying to be like, bro, put the cup down, bro, like fuck
yeah,
you.
no,
get healthy, bro, like
I see it all the time, and I really do. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate that because I just. Man, bro, it takes me back to when. So, I don't smoke weed anymore, right? Mm-hmm. I quit 4 years ago. I was smoking, like I said, from the time I was 9 to 20. And I used to when it was just my Mexican fans, I would go on Facebook Live and I'd be smoking. I'd be smoking weed, previewing my songs and shit. And they would be like, bro, please don't smoke anymore. Please stop smoking, bro. Please.
Oh, they've been tripping.
And I'm like, damn, bro, what's different with me? If there was some other rapper on here smoking, why do y'all, say something about me? But I realize, they just care about me, bro. My fans and supporters, they care about me. Yeah. So when I see that now, it's like, damn, they really do care about me. Some motherfuckers take it way too far. Yeah. But no, I appreciate that shit. Just
Bible thumpy.
not even that. It's just like, bro, they just take it too far, like wishing death upon me.
Yeah.
Some weird shit, bro. Like, that's just weird as hell. So, yeah, but I do appreciate it. That means they really
shows they care. Yeah.
You know what it is? You know what it is? It's like, it's something about people that are polarizing like that. It's like they love the fuck out of you, and like even when they're saying some hateful shit, it's low key. Like you said, it's coming from a place of like, oh, like get your shit together, you fucking fuck. Like, you know, because
any other artist they see Sibling, hell yeah, that motherfucker was cool as hell. He got the cup, hell yeah. But it was me. It's like, come on, man, put that shit down. And it's like, damn, bro.
Serious, yeah.
And it takes me back to when I was a kid, right?
Yeah.
My teachers would always kick me out, bro. I'd always get kicked out, and I wasn't doing nothing. I was just the class clown. I say a couple jokes, it's over. You know, everybody has their good laugh, and it's over. Yeah. But you can't have somebody who's constantly disrupting. I understand that. And all my teachers would say the same thing to me. They would be like, yo, you're the funniest kid ever. You're funny as shit, but you don't know when to do it at the right times, and like you're wasting your potential. You know what I'm saying? And as a kid, I'm like, bro, fuck you. Like, you're sending me out. I'm about to get grounded when I get home. Fuck all that shit you talking about. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But as I get older and I become a man, and I realize it's like they really seen the potential in me, and they were mad that I was wasting that potential. They
were trying to guide you.
Yes, they were trying to guide me. It's like, yo, you don't need to do what all these other motherfuckers are doing. Just focus. Yeah. And because you have good potential. So I see my fans seeing that in me as well. They're like, bro, you don't have to fucking overdose and die like these other rappers. Put the cup down, man. Get healthy. You know, we see the potential in you. And that's really been an overarching theme in my whole life, you know? Me doing shit that I probably shouldn't be doing, and people seeing the potential in me. And I'm just like, bro, what the fuck is wrong with you? What are you doing? You know? So,
I'm glad that you're very conscious of yourself, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And like, you're able to identify, like, damn, there's like reoccurring themes, you know, that are going on.
It's like, bro, it's like a movie, man, for real.
No, literally.
You're like fully synced.
The way you just explained it was like,
he's honestly just helping me kind of like,
you're very interesting.
Guide my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that. And you know, I think you proved an important point with like the whole like lean comments. Yeah, your comment section will be like some kid like, please put down the cup with like a crying emoji and prayer hands. You know. But you know, you go on like the Coding Crazy Future music video. Like, there's within the first 50 comments, not a single one's negative about like, yo,
it's nothing about.
How are you? If you drop Coding Crazy today, people would probably have an issue with it. They'd be like, oh, like, hell,
that song is fucking
like, bro, you shouldn't be crazy about that, bro. You need help, like,
hell yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad that you like, one thing's for certain, whether it's related to drugs or it's related to like your relationships in the past, like, you've kept it authentic. You've found your voice and just like storytelling that has been able to have people like understand you a little bit better. Because I mean, as soon as you came out, I feel like I already met you, and just like, you know, people get that through watching podcasts. They call it a social.
But social, I mean, something like that.
Yeah, but I mean, I almost feel that with bro through his music. Yeah, parasocial. Excuse me. Yeah. I almost feel that through his music, where it's like, I think I understand him at least 10% better than I would have known a stranger.
I mean, bro, like, it's like we know like intimate details about like some
that you wouldn't know of us. You know what I mean?
Like, you don't know fucking
his Abigail and his Madison.
You feel me? Like,
we all got one.
And my goal is to get even more vulnerable in my music. I really kind of just want to have, like, you know, the lines blurred between my real life and the music. And push the mic a little bit. Yeah. I really want to have like the lines blurred between like my real life and the music. Yeah. To the point where there is no line there. It's everything that you hear is real.
I mean, you're definitely cultivating that. I mean, I hope everything's all right, but I did see that you were in the hospital.
Oh, hell yeah.
For a little bit. And
bro, that was an insane.
You were even recording while you were in the fucking hospital.
Oh yeah, I've been in the hospital a lot of my life, and I'll bring my studio equipment there and record. Yeah. That's not nothing new to me.
No, facts.
So like, there's a song that I have called Hospital Bed that was on my last album that I made in the hospital bed. Yeah. So
what happened exactly that like led you? Well, I heard you say you've been in there before, but like what specifically this time landed you back in the hospital?
So back in the hospital, when I was in the hospital last year, it was for heart failure. You know, I mean, I was going through that, and so this time it was like, bro, But so this time it was like a heart failure exacerbation is what they call it. So yeah, I had known that I needed to go to the hospital for a long time. Like, I'm talking about a month or so. But I'm like, I don't want to do it. I can't go back. Like, I'm just going to keep pushing it off. Like, I got a lot of shit to do. I got this album I'm trying to finish. I got just a lot of shit stressing me the fuck out that I got to focus on. So I've been pushing it off. And then finally, I just couldn't keep pushing it off anymore, and I went to the hospital.
Fuck, bro.
So you've been having heart problems, like, for a minute?
Yeah. And really what the issue is like, it's just my breathing. Like, the fluids are leaking from my heart and going into other parts of my body, causing swelling and also causing, like, fluid buildup in my lungs. So I knew I needed to go because of the swelling and because I couldn't fucking breathe. Like, it was really hard for me to breathe. So you just
felt like a shortness of breath? You were kind of like, okay, this is what happened.
Yeah, the shortness of breath would be like when I was walking around and shit. But when I sit down and I'm chilling, I'm like, all right, I'm cool. But it was like it got to the point where even when I was sitting down and chilling, I wasn't cool. And I'm like, damn, I need to.
That's scary, yeah.
How long you said this was happening for?
Shit, like a month and a half, yeah. For a minute, yeah. But I just kept putting it off because I'm like,
you don't want to face the, especially with that health shit. Sometimes it's a little bit hard to just like I haven't been to a physical in years, bro.
Wait, but so like, were you, when you knew that you needed to go, were you planning on like taking like a trip to the ER, or you were like, oh, I need to like do like a plan, like doctor check? Like, just on normal shit.
I went to the doctor previously, and they gave me like steroids for like oral steroids, for like the lungs and shit. And she said, if this doesn't work, you got to go to the hospital. So it was like a 5-day course on some chlamydia medication type shit. And I'm fucking around. So it was like a 5-day course though. Then after that 5 days, I wasn't feeling better, and I'm like, I gotta push through this. Like, I gotta go to these studio sessions. I gotta do this shit. Man. And yeah, bro. I mean, that me being in the hospital, that shit was fucking insane when I was in there. Like, it was insane. There was a lot of shit going on when I was in the hospital.
Like, what you mean?
Like the stuff like going on inside the hospital?
Yeah, bro. Like, it didn't even feel like I was in the hospital, but the whole time I'm on the phone making executive decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Handling business.
Executive decision for the album, for merch, for
A through Z.
Yeah, a lot of shit, man. Just a lot of shit. I had.
That must be.
It's a full-time job, and now you're like bound to just
a
hospital
hospital.
bed,
Yeah. Plus, I had like.
But that must be like a weird dynamic to like battle with in that moment,
Yeah, because I wasn't. I didn't give a fuck about being in the hospital. There was like more pressing issues. No, obviously there wasn't, because I was, my
your
health.
Your most pressing issue is because if you're not here, you can't fucking make no executive decisions for anything.
Exactly, but I'm sitting in the hospital and like I'm chilling because I got like an IV. I got fluids, draining from my body, so I'm chilling. So I really just got to focus on all the other shit outside the hospital, bro. I had this, my friend who I had to kick out of my crib and shit, and yeah, she had to go, and that was
what was happening with her.
Where do I start, bro?
Who is this first?
I don't really care to say her name.
Got you.
But I was just trying to. Trying to help her. She was somebody who needed help, and I was trying to help her, and she was just taking advantage of me, using me, manipulating me, not respecting my house, and so she had to go. But like throughout the course of this album, when you hear the album, you'll hear everything that was going on with that situation.
And this was out here in LA?
Yeah.
Oh, so this is like chapter.
This is recently,
It's a new chapter.
It's a new chapter.
Yeah.
Damn. If I could, I would.
Yeah. If I could, I would. Hell yeah. So no, she was just, like I said, lying to me, using me, manipulating me, and I was under what I like to call a simp spell. You know what I'm saying? A simp spell, man. And it's like when I was in the hospital and I was like not sick any, like I was getting better, the simp spell broke.
It started clearing up.
Yeah, like I can see clearly now the rain is gone. Real shit. Like I seen, I'm like, oh fuck. She was lying about this. She was lying about that. She was manipulating me there. She was manipulating me there. This was somebody who like, yeah, bro. Like it played out like a movie when I was in the hospital, bro. Like I
started learning like stuff.
I started learning, because she was
moment to catch up.
Yeah, bro. Pretty much she was just like leading me on, leading me to believe it was something that it really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like you know. So she was on the shit where she would be like, let's just be friends. I'm like, all right, cool. I'm cool with that. You know, you are my friend, so we can just be friends. But I'm not gonna do all the extra shit for you that's not friendship.
Friend,
exactly. And then she would be like,
go through this all the time,
and then and then once I say that, she would be like, okay, well, let's just take things slow. You know, let's build something, but let's not force anything. Like, let's take things slow. I'm like, I don't want to get my time wasted. She's like, I'm not gonna waste your time. And so then that's when she was able to keep me in the simp spell. That's when I'm like, so cool. Then I'm gonna keep doing this shit, extra shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're doubling down.
Yeah, bro. And then finally, when I was in the hospital, you know, it was just crazy, bro. When I was in the hospital, bro, so when I was in the hospital, right, I realized all the shit she was doing. My manager, he was out of town, right? Mm-hmm. And usually she would always like, she would just be gone for days, bro. She would leave and just be gone, not tell me where the fuck she was going. None of that shit. And so before I went to the hospital, she had been gone previously all night. It's the next day, the afternoon, 2 p.m.
No.
I text her. Hell yeah. So I text her and I said, I'm going to the hospital. I'm going to leave the back door unlocked for you. She was like, all right. And she didn't say nothing.
She didn't say, oh my God, are you okay?
No, she didn't say nothing until like later on in the evening, right? My bad.
She like finally realized that you were like in the hospital?
Yeah. So she's like, are you okay? And I said, no, I'm not okay. I'm in the fucking hospital. Yeah. And then she's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, at this point I didn't know. I'm like, they're still doing tests. I'm going to figure out. She's like, hope you get better.
Like what? This
and my manager,
so cut and dry.
My manager told me, he was like, yo, if she cares about you, she'll stop whatever she's doing to come to the hospital.
No, 1000%.
And I'm like, all right. So then when I kept that in mind. So when she texted me like, hope you get better, that's when the simp spell like started to break. Like it started to crack a little bit.
She's staying in your house.
It almost, moments like that almost gives you closure for the better in those moments where it's like, okay, cool. Now I'm very clear that this isn't that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like
exactly.
Drew the line for us a little
Exactly,
better.
But at the same time, I'm still not knowing for sure. I'm a person, I don't like to make assumptions. I like to 100% know for sure. Like I gotta know. Because when I crash out, I'm crashing out like Paul Walker. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. But like real shit, bro. Yeah. Like when I crash out, I'm going crazy. So it's like I gotta make sure that it's that. So when she says, I hope you feel better, I say, you don't really give a fuck. And then that's when, we get a long text exchange. And I'm like, hey, we need to talk about this in person. She's like, I agree. So I'm like, when you wake up tomorrow, come to the hospital, we'll talk about it. So this shit plays out like a movie for real, bro.
Wake up tomorrow, that bitch should have been there as soon as you said I'm on the way to the
Well, the visiting hours was over at that point.
Fuck
you know what I'm saying?
I would have broke in. No, I'm just playing, but go ahead.
So she comes to the hospital and then like she's like, I'm just telling her everything that she's just not like, that she's doing that's like fucked up, bro. She's like we'll like go somewhere and she won't come with us, right? So we'll come back, she'll be gone, doors unlocked, all types of shit.
So she's being weird and unsafe.
Exactly. Yeah. And then like
she might have been trying to line you up, bro.
Who knows?
Let's leave all the doors unlocked.
For real. So yeah, man. And then like, bro, I was doing, this is somebody who I was taking full care of, like my child. Anything she ever wanted, I got for her.
How did you meet this girl? Did you ever speak on that?
Met her through fucking Discord, bro.
Not fucking Discord, bro. Fucking
mod
queen. Oh okay, my God, bro.
Look, you should have learned your lesson the first time. That if they too tapped in with you, you gotta tap out.
Yeah.
If they too tapped in, there's something wrong.
It do be some hoes on Discord, but not the ones that like you don't want them to know that
Reddit.
much.
That's like fucking with Reddit hoes, bro. Like,
there's Reddit hoes, but then there's Discord. Like you had to download this whole application. You feel me?
You have to download Discord. I mean, Reddit. You have to download Reddit too.
You go on the computer. You go on Safari.
Safari Reddit bitch. Okay, any bitch could be a Safari like in passing Reddit bitch. I'm talking about a bitch that got an account.
Oh, she got Reddit.
She got the Reddit app, and she got an account, and she's like commenting trolls comments on Reddit.
Yeah. So
learning about.
Okay, so you met her on Discord.
So yeah, I met her on Discord, and then like, I'm not gonna speak too much on her situation. You'll hear it in the album, but her
October
situation,
18th.
yes, her situation back home was fucked up. She was fucked up, and I helped her.
Being a good person.
I gave her, a place to stay, all that shit. And like I said, using me, manipulating, lying to me, leading me on fucked up shit, and then like I'm doing things to actively try to put her on with, and she makes music too. I'm doing things to actively put her on, bro. I'm posting her, I'm sharing her shit. I'm like, when I'm going to my label meeting to play them my music, I'm like, I had arranged for them to listen to her music. She didn't fucking show up to that shit. She dead ass. She was just like, she didn't want to do it. She didn't want to do it, and she chose to do some other shit, hang out with some friends. She's like, oh, I'm gonna hang out with my friend. I'm like,
that's fucking
you're fucking
weird.
Stupid. And then I had this nigga from Apple Music listen to my album.
Zini?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna have her come with me to play some of her songs. She didn't want to come to that either. Wow. She just wanted to hang out with her friends. I'm like, bro, I'm doing shit to put you on, and you're not taking advantage of these opportunities.
You're literally going you're going like out the way on every level as far as like housing,
this is above and beyond.
Career level. You're showing hella love and affection, you know. And she just had 0 out of 10 with all.
It's just you're not taking advantage of what's being given to you. You're taking advantage of the other shit. Like, bro, this girl,
cloudy shit.
This girl smokes and drinks every single day. Yeah. Who do you think's paying for that?
Yeah.
Me, under the simp spell. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my
you know what I'm saying? Under the
you
simp
can
spell.
Get there though for sure. Like going being outside the simp spell, it kind of looks like quicksand. Like looking outside of it, like what the fuck? Why would you even step inside there? You know what I mean? But once you in there, you drowned. You know?
Bro.
Question.
Go ahead.
And you don't have to answer this or not if you don't want to, but.
Go ahead.
This is not the girl that has been in your music videos recently and shit. Not that girl. Oh, I thought we had hope for this one, bro. What the fuck? God damn it.
But anyways,
okay,
so
sorry.
Yeah, man.
I think the best part is I'm excited to hear about it on the new album.
On the album,
like it feels like I brought an author to the table, and he's telling us about the new novel.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, what? Like, you over here kind of gave me little pieces. I'm like, bro, I won't read the whole book now. Like,
October 18th, man.
Yeah, yes, sir. So, she comes to the hospital.
Finally.
Yeah, start telling her everything. Like, I'm breaking the simp spell. She's like, no, it's not like that. I do care about you. Like, I'm not using you. All that shit. Starts crying, boo-hooing, making a fucking scene in the hospital and shit.
Of course.
And I'm just like, bro, like, calm down. And then, like, we get to a calm place, and I'm just like, yo, like, it plays out like a movie, man. I'm sitting in my hospital, sick. I'm sick. I'm, like, fucked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, yo, give me your hand. So she gives me her hand, bro. And I'm holding her hand. I'm looking in her eyes. And I'm like, you are looking at a nigga who will do anything for you, who has done everything for you, who really cares about you. I love you. I'm in love with you. Stop all the games. Do you want to be with me? And she's like, no. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right. That's cool. And then all that other shit that I'm doing for you, I'm not doing that shit no more. All
did
the extra.
Did that response happen instantly to you? Or did it kind of like, did the no, like.
Yeah. It was like.
From that question to the no, was
it was like instant. It was like instant. Like almost before I even said the shit.
Oh, yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
Like before the sentence even finished, she already was like, no.
No, she was like, not before. I was exaggerating, but she said no for sure. It was like instant after. Yeah. So I'm like, all right.
Well, those simp spells create ultimatums in your head where it's like, cool, this will be the underlying yes or no.
Yeah.
Exactly. Hell yeah.
That'll be your escape plan.
Hell yeah.
I've given that exact speech probably countless times.
Yeah, bro.
Like, what are we doing, bro? Like,
yeah.
I definitely didn't have the backing of like, I've done this, I've done all this, and I've tried to help you, but like.
I'm gonna hit the next one. Let me see your hand. Hold my hand.
Bro, yeah, bro. I thought, hey man, in my head, I thought that shit was gonna work.
I'm not gonna lie though, on the right one, she just didn't sound like the right one at all.
Fuck no.
But on the right one, that's how you be a man and you
bro,
be
that was like some Nicholas Sparks book type shit, bro.
That was like some like Shamar Moore shit, bro. Like in a fucking Medea movie, bro. That was beautiful. You feel me though?
It was, bro.
That was beautiful.
It was, man.
Can we get like a filmer just to like document this into like a movie,
bro.
I want to see this. Like, I'm paying the bro. You gotta. I hope there's a bar about holding your hand in that.
Yeah, there was.
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro, you're an artist.
Yeah, but so yeah, and then after that, I just told her like, yeah, like I'm not doing all the extra shit. I'm done with that. And then yeah, after that, she left, and then
you haven't seen her since.
Yeah, I haven't seen her since then.
Have you tried hitting her up?
No, we have nothing to say. But there was like more shit that happened after that like
gotta wait for
I can't really say on camera, but yeah, no, she not a good person. After that, I realized that she had to go. So
yeah, this could be deceiving, bro.
Look, I know this advice might be completely unwarranted, bro, but I think you are so talented, bro. You got such a fucking bright future ahead of you. I feel like maybe at this point, just like, bro, you gotta come on your like Nikado avocado shit and just come crazy.
Okay, well, can I tell you the full story then? Like,
like fuck these hoes. You feel me? Like lock in, bro.
No, yeah, no, it was just some crazy shit. But
have to hear it on the album.
now that she's gone, I just realized that like it's time to go on like a weight loss journey and
bro, just come back full beast mode.
So you're hitting your winter arc.
Yeah, whatever that means. Yeah.
Okay.
Your superhero arc.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like he's about to just lock in during the winter.
Okay.
Red by summer.
Yeah, fucking like what? Doesn't Peasy has a song. I'm on my wintertime grind. You know that song. Me and you have slapped that song. But anyway, yeah, bro. So yeah, dog. It's just time to just like we don't like.
I think your two biggest vices is the drink and the hose.
Yeah.
I can't put down the hose. I can't put down the hose.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Oh yeah.
This is turning into the love intervention.
Yeah, this is a love intervention. You loving too much. No, but I feel like I mean, real art's only gonna come from pain. You know what I mean?
You have to live through these experiences to like have this vantage point. And
I told my manager like, because before she even came out here, I was like sending her money, like helping her. And my manager was like, bro, stop doing that. Stop fucking with her.
Shout out to him, bro.
She doesn't really fuck with you. And I told him, I'm like, hey, bro, like, and then I told him she was coming out here. He's like, oh, bro, you're tripping, but, do you. And I was just, the only thing I would tell him, I'm like, hey, bro, listen, like, if it works out, which in my mind I was 100% thinking it did, I'm like, hell yeah, it's going to work out. But if it doesn't, like, shit, bro. It's just some shit I can put in a song, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it's just other shit that I can make music about, because like you said, music comes from pain.
It does.
So it's like, and
it's almost like you're investing in your art.
That's as artful as it gets, man. You're sacrificing your life just to
and like while she was here and like putting me through a bunch of stress and shit, the way that I would deal with the stress I would make songs about shit that she was putting me through, And it was crazy because before she came out here, I had a version of the album done, and I was like, it's just not done yet because there's just something that's not. There's no soul in this album. There's no soul in it. Like I felt like it was missing something. And then she came out here, and I started making these songs, and I'm like, fuck yeah, this is the soul. This is the pain that needs to be in the album. So, yeah.
It's almost like you sacrifice a part of your love life, and then we're gonna get. It's kind of unfortunate that we're gonna get a good album out of it.
Yeah.
And it kind of sucks that I am looking forward to hearing the story.
Wait, so did you completely scrapped version 1 and you did a whole second version,
no,
or you just added on more songs?
I added on more songs, like a good portion. Like the song has 20 songs. Mm-hmm. The album has 20 songs. Originally, I think it only had like maybe 10, so I added like another 10 on there.
Okay.
To round out the narrative of the album.
Well, can I ask? I mean, maybe we probably wait till the track. You posted track list already?
Yeah.
Okay. Who we got producer wise on there?
Producer wise, who we got? I worked with the producer. His name is Chugi. Mm-hmm. He makes all of Dina Ayada's music.
Okay.
Who else we got on there? Bristow.
Okay.
Bristow. I'm good friends with Bristow. I love Bristow. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
My boy Chef. Chef is a good producer. I love Chef.
Did you tap back in with any of the Working on Dying people?
We always been working on, like, I have a bunch of music. They send me beats all the time, but I don't think any of their beats made this album.
Yeah. You had a very specific, like, vision, a specific sound?
Not necessarily. Like, it just was like, I don't ever have like a specific sound that I want when I'm making my albums.
You're not creating your boundaries and shit.
Yeah, no, I'm just making shit, and
seeing
if it fits, I'm really, it's all story based. Like, I consider myself to be an album artist, and they're all stories. Yeah. So whatever songs fit the story of the album. So just the beats the songs I was making on their beats didn't really fit the narrative of this album.
Yeah, I thought that. So. Well, at least we got something to look forward to in 2 albums from now. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. You have any features that are gonna be on the album?
Not any features on this album, no. But I have been working with a lot of different artists.
Listen, man, I heard a little inside scoop of somebody that you got to collab with. I don't know if it's on the way or if you could talk about it, but that's a pretty big one, man.
Who did you hear, man?
I heard you had a little Wiz Khalifa song in the tuck.
Yeah, we do.
That's insane, bro. How does it feel to work with him?
That shit felt pretty cool, man. I'm cool with his one of his producers named Quad. So, you know, he kind of set that up, and he told me, you know, Wiz told me himself, you know, he fucks with my music heavy, and you know, they all like what I got going on. So hell yeah.
That's fire, bro. And like it was even crazy just from the beginning, just seeing you. Obviously, like, you've been a one man band this whole time. You feel me? Obviously, you know, you got your sidekick Jesse Jones, but you feel me? Like you like, even just seeing you like on fucking like Max's stream, and like seeing you fucking, you know, you got a song with DC. That's one of Lucia's favorite songs by you. Yes. How does it feel like to, like, you know, get out of your hometown, get around these people that you probably been, like, you know, realistically seeing on the internet and shit for a minute, and like, you know, like getting into these situations with these people that you probably maybe even looked up to at one point, you know?
Yeah, it's like surreal, you know? Like, in the moment, I don't really, there was, in the beginning, I started like reacting like, oh fuck, this shit's crazy. But fucking, who was it? I think it was Taz. I had a session with Internet Money, Taz Taylor, and Rio, I believe. And when I was in the session, I was just so fucking wide-eyed. I'm like, oh fuck, like, I can't believe I'm here. Like, this shit's crazy. I just kept smiling and shit. And Chad's like, man, cut that shit out, man. You're fucking Dave BLUNTS. Like, you act like you're on American Idol. You're here because you're supposed to be here. So I'm like, all right, let me start acting like I've been here.
Bro, that's fire, though. I'm glad.
I like that.
Hell yeah. So, yeah.
I feel like sometimes when people say stuff like that, that like sometimes the person on the receiving end could kind of be like, oh, like, what the fuck? But like, I'm glad that you took it like.
No, yeah, that. Like I took it as like, you know, like, hey man, you're supposed to be here.
No, that's a fact, and
so,
all of that was true, bro. For real.
Yeah.
On some real shit. Well, I mean, I definitely got a couple more questions for sure. So, one of the main things that wait, real quick, before, while we talking about people still, you met Chief Keef recently.
Yeah.
How was that? Was it at the Loose Leaf party?
No, it was before that. That was when I seen him at the Loose Leaf party. That was like the third time that I had ran into Chief. I've been around him a bunch of times now. But yeah, that was crazy because I had a session at this studio that I think he frequently goes to sometimes.
Don't drop the low.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. No, hell no. So, and when the session was over, I had left, and then this producer, it was Chief Keef's producer, he was like, "Hey man, Keef's here if you want to come back." I'm like, "Shit, hell yeah!" Like I literally just got back to the crib, and I was really more excited. I'm excited to meet Chief Keef, but my friend Jesse is like the biggest Chief Keef fan. Like he's been following it since the beginning. Like he's the biggest Chief Keef fan. So I'm like, I knock on his door. I'm like, "Hey nigga, you want to go meet Chief Keef?" He's like, "Hell yeah, nigga!" Verbatim, that's what he said.
Jesse Jones didn't drop the N word.
No, he didn't say that shit. But no, so yeah, we went there. Chief Keef was cool. You know, we were just chilling in there, and yeah, he was cool with us nigga. And I've been around him a few other times after that.
please tell me y'all got in the studio.
We got some. We have not made any music together yet, but I do know that shit will happen. I know it's in the works.
Yeah, eventually for sure. I can see him bumping your music for sure.
No, he fucks with my shit. Like he really does.
Sonically, it's kind of the same melodies, and it's like even same subject matter at times too. You feel me? Like he says some real shit as well.
It can mesh very well.
He's known for saying shit that you're not gonna hear other people say like yourself.
You ever heard Petty by him?
Chief Keef,
and like Zaytoven produced it. Like I know you be fucking hoes. You mean to let me know? It's like some really melodic shit. Like you and him on like that type of song would be the most beautiful song I ever heard in my life.
Goal.
I'm gonna text it to you right now. It's called Petty. I'm gonna text it to you.
I'm imagining how it go style Chief Keef.
Nah, you gotta go like real melodic, real beautiful. Baby. But wait, speaking of melodic music though, I just heard your song. Is it Rainy Days or No More Rainy Days?
Rainy Days.
Bro, you need a whole fucking album like that. That shit was beautiful.
No, that song, and it's like it get introspective, because it's like, is it because got a father figure? It's like shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Bro, but like just like the melodies, like the way your voice complements the like indie like sound, bro. You could fucking. You could be the Dave Blunt's band at this point, bro.
I got some shit like that on this album as well.
Bro, I can't wait. I can't wait to hear it, honestly, bro. Like on some real shit. This is our first we do a podcast on here, but we don't really. We'll have guests on the podcast, this is our first time. We're like, no, we're actually gonna do the podcast right after this, but we're like, no, we need to do a separate. This is gonna be an interview for Dave Blunt. So I appreciate you for reaching out, bro. I appreciate it.
It's been people that have asked us like, yo, like, what's up? Let's do an interview. It's like, nah, we don't do interviews. And then like Dave Blunt, I'm like, bro, we gotta run that. What? Like, I'm not doing shit today, but this.
And unfortunately, the people that watch our podcast, they kind of are like stuck on the dynamic of us. Yeah. So sometimes when we bring guests, they be like, oh, what the fuck? Like, da da da. So this is cool just to give them the actual deep introspective story behind one of our favorite artists here.
Yeah, for sure.
At least in the office. And, and your people watching, bro. And
my whole group chat from my office like went crazy. I was like, oh, Dave Blunt's pushing for interview. Like, what the hell? Oh, I wish I knew. Like, I was like,
No, that's a fact, bro. So look, we really appreciate you, bro.
Thank you, man.
This has been the Dave Blunt's interview, man.
Yeah,
Biggest bro, ENT. Make sure y'all follow Dave Blunts on Instagram at Dave Blunts.
I love you, Dave Blunts.
I love you, LUV though, right?
LUV, yes.
I love Dave Blunts. Shout out to Blazzy, bro. This is one of your first interviews too?
I think I interviewed like Twisty P on No Jumper.
Oh shit!
Type shit.
That's the weirdest.
Have y'all ever had any crossover? You and Twisty P?
No, I haven't had any crossover.
Yeah.
Ran into him.
Yeah, don't run into.
I don't think he will. But right, is there anything you want to say before you go?
Hey man, the album is coming soon, and thank you for listening.
Oh yeah,
that's beautiful, man.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out to Lucha on the boards, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Biggest bro, ENT. Let's go.